Okay, so I want you to know that I see you. I feel you when it's a case that you have done the brave thing because you've already decided to start. And you sat with the fear, you sat with the self doubt, the voice that told you 100 different reasons why this wasn't the right time. And you started anyway. So, why does it still feel like nothing is working? Why, after all of the effort, all of the content, all of the late nights, does the business still feel like it's not moving? If that's where you are right now, I want you to hear this clearly. It's not because you're not working hard enough. It's because nobody has given you a clear map of what to actually focus on that matters. And without a map, hard work just spins. Here's what the online business world looks like right now: content strategies, AI tools, algorithms, funnels, reels, email sequences, SEO, agents. Every single day, a new voice telling you that this one thing right here is a thing that will change everything for you. And so you try it, and you really do try it. You show up, you post, you implement, and still the clarity doesn't come. Because the problem was never that you weren't doing enough. The problem is that you've been handed pieces of a puzzle with no picture on the actual box. You don't need more advice. You just need the full picture, and you need all of the pieces in place for it to actually make sense. So here's what nobody says about confusion: it doesn't just slow you down, it exhausts you. When everything feels equally urgent and nothing feels clear, your brain burns energy just trying to decide what to do next. And you end your day having done a whole lot of things, but somehow feeling like you moved nothing forward. And that feeling is one of the most demoralizing parts of building a business on your own. And we've all been there, and we all get it. You deserve to feel different. You deserve to end your working day knowing exactly what you did and why it was a worthwhile way to spend your time. So think about building a house for a moment. If you hired a builder and they showed up on day one to hang your curtains, you'd stop them. You'd be like, there's no poles, there's no walls. The curtains come last. Foundations first, walls, roof, then the details. And your business works exactly the same way. There's an order to do things. And when you know the order, the noise outside stops mattering. You get to literally turn it down because you know where you are in the build and you know exactly what it is that you're doing next. So here is the map for you. 6 foundations that make the difference between a business that stays stuck and one that actually starts to move. Not 60 things, not an overwhelming overhaul. 6 clear pillars built in the right order. And when all 6 are working together, something truly shifts inside you and inside your business. Your marketing starts attracting the right people without you having to show up more or shout louder. Your content starts doing the heavy lifting for you. It's repurposed in different areas, leverage so that you create something once and it works over and over and over again in your favor. And your business starts to feel like something that you're steering instead of something that's, I guess, like dragging you along. So the very first foundation is nailing your niche. It's the foundation to knowing exactly who it is that you are talking to. It's not a general idea, not women who are looking to lose weight or busy mums. It's a specific woman, her specific struggle, her specific hope. So specific that when she finds your content, she thinks, how does she know me so well? Because when your niche is too broad, What's happening is you're speaking to everyone. And when you're speaking to everyone, you're not actually connecting with anyone. It's where people get caught all the time. They're like, I can help this person, and this person. But it's the online space is too noisy at the moment for you to be generic. Okay, so you've got to have a direct message to the exact person who you're meant to serve. And when you do it that way, she will find you because you're speaking directly to her heart, soul, and pain points. And you get to grow with this afterwards. It's not saying that you always have to stay stuck with one particular tight niche. You get to grow afterwards, but it's just about cutting through the noise to begin with. Foundation 2 is your messaging magic. Messaging is notoriously difficult, but once you know who she is, you need to know what it is to say to her. And this is where a lot of businesses quietly lose people. Not because their offer isn't good or can offer incredible transformation, but because the message is about the product and the offering rather than being about her. Messaging magic is the shift that happens when you stop talking about what you do and start speaking directly to what she's feeling. So different. Her words, her frustration, her late night worries. When she reads or listens or watches your content and thinks she gets it, that's messaging magic at work. And trust, it builds before she's even looked at what it is that you are selling. Foundation 3 is implementing systems. So this foundation is where, honestly, the most passionate and talented women burn out. Not because they've stopped caring about what they do, but because they're creating everything from scratch every single time. Every post, every email, every piece of content built from zero every week. And it's disappearing into the ether. If you're using social media platforms, can be gone within 24 hours. Systems are what stop the cycle. They stop that cycle, that pattern of just starting from scratch and creating from scratch day in, day out. When you can create templates and batch record and repurpose your work, simple structures that mean the content that you create once keeps working long after you've moved on. It's not about doing less. It's about making sure what you're working on, what you're doing today, compounds over time. And so your effort builds something instead of just maintaining something. So a great example of this is a workshop that you create, and you can create it and invite people to attend it live and just hit record on that button, and then you have a replay that you can share with people time and time and time again. The fourth foundation out of these 6 steps is email communications. Now, this one is really important, and it's in the early days the one that I see women putting off the longest. Your social media platform does not belong to you, and I know you know this. Social media is amazing to allow us to reach people who we would normally never be able to reach. It's amazing to allow us to get started, even if you've got a full-time job and you're creating your business as something on the side. You're able to have this platform springboard you and allow you to create a message that can reach people. So it's phenomenal for so many different ways, but it doesn't belong to you. And the platform can change, the algorithm in the platform can change overnight. Your account could be restricted. These things happen to people all the time, and they haven't done anything wrong, and they've been shadow banned for something that was said. or the algorithm's working against them and pushing out other accounts but not yours. But your email list, that is yours. And there's no algorithm between you and the people who have held their hands up and said, yes, I want to hear from you. It's like building your own community in the email marketing space, and you get to take radical responsibility for building a relationship with this community on your terms. It's really one of the most quietly powerful investments that you can make in your business. And it begins with one sign up, one person onto your email list. It will put you in a place where you're like, well, now I have to nurture this person. The fifth foundation is all about brand amplification, how to get it to be more known. You can have the clearest message and the best offer in your space, but if the right people don't know you exist, then God, none of it really matters. Brand amplification is about making sure your visibility is matching your value. It's about showing up consistently in the places where your ideal client is already spending her time, and you're not performing, you're not pretending to be someone that you're not. You're just making sure that when she's ready, your name is the one that she's thinking of, because you've been there. You've been showing up consistently, recognizably, reliably. Reputation is built on repetition. The sixth foundation is your conversion strategy. This is the piece that makes everything else worthwhile. And it's the piece that I have seen single-handedly left out of so many female founders' businesses. Turning the people who follow you, who read what you write, who trust you, into the people who actually buy from you consistently and predictably, without any kind of desperate fight from you to get them into your offers. You've got to be visible with a conversion strategy attached to it. Visibility without a conversion strategy is an extremely time-consuming hobby. And I know that's not what you're building. A conversion strategy is a clear, confident pathway that takes your ideal client from discovering you and learning to trust you to choosing you. And when that path is in place, sales really stop feeling like something that you have to chase, and they start feeling like the natural next step. Posting on social media is not a conversion strategy. Posting on social media is a visibility strategy. It could be a nurturing strategy. It is not a conversion strategy. You didn't come this far by giving up easily. You started something when the voice in your head gave you every reason that it wasn't the right time to do it, or that there was something else pressing for your attention. But you got on with it and you started it anyway, and that took courage. And now you just need the map. 6 foundations built in the right order, working together, so that your business that you've been brave enough to begin finally starts to feel like something that's actually genuinely working for you. You've done the hardest part already, and that's the really great news. You've started. Now, let's build it properly.